YouTube, how we doing? It's Lose Money Professionally. I'm Josh Malumba. It's my second video, and I'm really just trying to come to y'all with a daily journal. Let y'all know already that I'm gonna be dropping every single day. So I'm gonna stick to that, dropping every single day, especially every single trading day. If I miss a weekend or so, so be it, but we'll be dropping every single trading day, 100%. And today, I didn't lose any money, let's go. And that's because I didn't take any trades. Overtrading has been a big part of my journey, honestly, and it's something that I continuously have to work on. I've thought that I've had that piece of the puzzle worked out multiple times, and every single time I think I have it worked out, I realize I don't have it worked out, because I do end up taking less trades, but it's still more than is what is needed for my system. So it's kind of just been a long part of the process for me when it comes to overtrading. And I'm just, this year I've been emphasizing sticking to the plan, because I kind of referred to this in my last video. For the first honestly, for my first, I can say 3 years of trading. Honestly, we can say 4, because I'm just now, probably a few months ago, or a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, is the first time that I started sticking to a plan consistently. When I say sticking to a plan consistently, I mean taking the same trade setup over and over again within my parameters. So within my time limit, I only trade from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm on Central Time down in Dallas, Texas. So I only trade from 8 to 11, and I only go long in futures. I will go short on currency, but the day's got to look very bearish, and I've got to see a daily cycle. I got to see what I want to see from the daily cycle. I'll get into that on another video, but yeah, so I've got to take a setup inside of my parameters only whenever it shows up. And like I said earlier, that's been a tough thing for me, and I didn't start doing that until about 3 weeks ago. And I've been trading 4 years. And it's not like I didn't know, so I learned that concept about 2 years ago, but I didn't think it would have to, I didn't think I had to follow my plan as strictly as advertised from the successful traders that I was listening to. And that's a mistake I made. I didn't truly, it's impossible to be robotic, but we have to, or I know for my system and myself personally, in order for trading to work for me, I have to approach it robotically. It's not possible to disregard my emotions fully, but I have to use my emotions, or I have to be aware of my emotions. I listen to one of my favorite trading psychologists to listen to, or behavioral finance experts, is Ivan Bayaji. He goes by the name Trading Composure. A lot of y'all probably heard of him, but he's a very, very successful trader. He's been in the markets for about 15 years or so, and he manages a few $1 million. He didn't really specify an amount, but he manages a fund for a few high net worth individuals and high net worth investors, and that's something that I look up to. I want that to be a part of my journey down the road. So I take a lot of heed to the advice that he says, and when it comes to trading psychology, he's just on the money, and there's a lot of other traders that say the same thing as he does. But all that to say, for me personally, I know that I have to stick to my plan, and it's about sticking to it day in and day out. 3 weeks is nothing when it comes to trading, I've got to stick to my plan every day. I've got to limit my mistakes. I listened to another podcast that I listened to was Desire to Trade. This is the first trading podcast that I started listening to. And Dude, I got the best information ever from that podcast. I still listen to it here and there, but I kind of transitioned into listening to other podcasts. But yeah, listening to that podcast is honestly where I heard the first concept about approaching trading with a system and letting the system play out over time, over a long period of time, to be exact. And that's the most important aspect that I believe in my trading, that relates to my trading. I need to let my system play out over a long period of time. And my judgment in taking trades, honestly, has been clouded in the past because I was so concerned about how much money I'm going to make and when, to the point where I was trying to force setup, or honestly not even force setups, but just take too many. I just feel like I have to take this setup. And whenever I switched my mindset towards staying out of the market and having a checklist of any time a trade opportunity presents itself, I look for ways to stay out of the trade. I look for reasons to want to stay out of the trade. It is, though, a slippery slope of overtrade. There is a slippery slope between overtrading and undertrading. It's important not to overtrade, but you also don't want to undertrade, because that's whenever there's the fear proponent involved in your trading, in our trading. That undertrading hasn't really been a big problem for me. That's why I over-exaggerate for myself, looking for ways to stay out of the market, because everybody has their different risk thresholds. I've got a pretty high risk threshold. It may be from my past. I've played football my whole life, and I played defensive back. So in order to make big plays on a football field, as a defensive back, you've got to take risks. And so it's like no risk, no reward. And that pertains to trading as well. So I feel like my past has transferred over into my trading. But same way in football, if you take too many risks as a defensive back, then you're putting yourself up for risks to be scored on. So it's a very dodgy slope. And but all that to say, I didn't overtrade today. It was the end of election week, so there was a lot of news at the around 11 o'clock mark today. So I was already kind of hesitant to enter the market. So overall, I'm pretty proud of my trading day today, but it's just another day. Got to stack these days of sticking to my plan and staying disciplined. A little update of where I'm at in my prop firm journey. So right now, I've got a 200K Forex challenge with GOAT Funded Trader, and I've also got 5 futures challenges with Top Step. They're 50K accounts, so I'm copy trading those on Top Step X. On the 5 Top Step X accounts, I'm going pretty heavy risk since it's only $250 for all 5 of them. I'm risking $500 per trade, so it'll give me about 4 trades. I can't hit a 4 trade loss streak, and I'm risking $500 to get $1,500. So I go for 1 to 3, and I move my stop loss to break even at 1 to 2. So I'm going pretty heavy risk there on Top Step. I lost one trade there this week, so I've got 3 trades to give there. We'll see how that goes going into next week. And on my Forex challenge, I've not taken a trade yet. I've had it for a week. Took it easy here on election week. Didn't want to get into any of that jazz. I'm going heavy risk on the cheap 250 accounts, but the Forex account costs me about $700, $600. So I'm really trying to just keep that on the back burner and just stick to my plan and take trades as they come and not really worry about the P&L too much. Just trying to avoid as many loss streaks as we can. But yeah, no trades there yet. So we'll see what we get there next week. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Oh, and also let me let y'all know that I'm going to be risking 1,500. So the drawdown on the 200K Forex account is 10%, I believe. So I can lose 20,000, and I'm going to be risking about 1,500 a trade to make 4,500. So that's going to give me about 8 trades or so, 7 trades, I believe. I got to avoid a 7 trade loss streak there, but there's no trailing drawdown on Forex challenges, so that helps a lot. But appreciate y'all for watching this video, especially if you made it all the way through. You're a real one. You know, subscribe, like. It's my second day out here, y'all, but I'm enjoying this YouTube. You know, I'm enjoying just getting my thoughts out. It's very important for traders to be able to get their thoughts out and just learn how to speak about what we're doing. You know, I'm not trying to give anybody advice, but I'm just trying to let y'all know what I'm doing, and as well as have a recording of how I got to where I believe I'll be in the future. So I appreciate you guys. Lose money professionally, and let's get it going into the next trading week. See y'all.